Alright, so last time out we had to protect ourselves from Dyute while also protecting Dyute from herself. A mission that is as annoying to play as it sounds ridiculous. Trust me, I hated every second of it. And on that same map, we also had to beat Tatara, who was a magic user with a spell called Death. And somehow, the little girl with zero self-preservation skills was still the most annoying thing to deal with. But don't worry, Tatara got his licks in. As a duo, these two are very aggravated. Also, before I forget, I made a mistake in that last video. I said that Force had lost his high resistance stat after promoting. But after being told that that's probably not what happened, I went to check, and it turns out his resistance stat was always 5, which is higher than my other fighters like Gray, and Cleve, but lower than my magically defensive characters like Matilda, Claire, and Cliff. Just wanted to clear that up, because as much as I do fumble my way through these maps, I do still want to accurately represent the game as much as possible. So if y'all hear me say something dumb with a little too much confidence, then let me know. Now with that out of the way, we can leave all of that behind us, because after beating that map and recruiting Dyute the Witch, we finally get to leave Team Alm behind for a bit to do some maps with Team Celica. And I do mean finally, because as much as I'll miss the constant torment of having incompetent melee units while dealing with magic units designed by a friendless, unloved, and black-hearted basement-dwelling psychopath, I am glad I will finally have some units who have reliable enough strength to deal with most situations. And what that roughly translates to is Team Alm does not have magic units, and Team Celica has enough magic units to create another Narnia. And to make things even better for Team Celica, they are about to get 2 new members that may not be magic units, but are definitely more magic tolerant than other melee units. And not only that, but these 2 characters, along with their sister, are essentially Fire Emblem royalty. So Team Celica is better and also just more important than Team Alm. So much so, in fact, that Celica was the character chosen to represent Gaiden in Fire Emblem Engage, while Alm gets so little love that the voice actor for Alm in Fire Emblem Echoes could unironically be more known for his role as Gatekeeper, the NPC from 3 Houses. So unless Alm's next recruit is Marth himself, I'm blaming my not liking Team Alm on Intelligence Systems vendetta against him. It is no longer my fault or my choice. Those 2 new characters, by the way, if you haven't guessed them already, are Paula and Katria, who we have met before now, but back then they were worried about their sister, and since we were going in the opposite direction, they chose not to join us. But now we are going in the same direction, so they just kind of show up on this map as ally units, which is nice, because we need the help. But not so nice when you realize that the more they kill, the more XP they're stealing from units who will need it, because ally units don't gain XP, which makes them terrible people, because what they are effectively doing is going up to a pile of money, not to take it for themselves, but instead to light the pile on fire so that nobody gets to have it. But that's an end of map problem. We can talk about that later. If you would turn your attention to the beginning of the map, you will notice that the money has us outnumbered and is going to jump us, which is only possible because this map has our team split in half, forcing a team of 4 to deal with an enemy team of like 9. But thankfully, both sides are given a bridge as the only way for the enemy to reach us. In other words, if you use a tanky enough character to block the bridge, you only have to deal with 1 person getting hit at any given time, which was working perfectly until... Excuse me? You did not just walk on water. Come on, man. You know that's BS. That is a powerful, powerful weapon. Also, the walking on water again. Why? And they're faster than us. Alright, biggest threats have turned out to be the things that can walk on water. Who would have guessed? Oh, that's not very high accuracy. Is it because he's on the water? Why can none of us hit him? What's the problem? Well, I mean, he hit him, but why is our accuracy so low? Do one more, please. Come on, sweetheart. Interesting dilemma I found myself in. I think he'll run away. Now, this over here is a problem. Please land them. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Bulbo, you're gonna have to take charge again. If you can kill him in 1 hit. 1 more hit? Oh, wait, no. The mercenaries were faster than... What's his name? Seba? There is no way that Bulbo is faster. So, there's that. Come on, bro. You only need to hit this once. Do I want to run that risk? Because if we miss, he kills us instead. And he is on the water. We can't even... Our accuracy has been so bad. I'm just not gonna test it. Please run away. These things on the water, please run. Run. What? Jenny, you're kidding me. Can you protect yourself? Well, she's dead. She survived? Just barely, but she is alive. Oh, thank you! Finally!
You see the thing walking on the water? Kill it. Thank you. Alright, so she's almost dead. You love to see it. And make it as non-committal as possible. Okay, that's one miss. We only have room for so many of those. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. One more. Please. Bowie, come on. Oh, Bowie. Thank you. Thank you, Bowie.
If you don't mind me making a suggestion here, stop it. Cause unless you have a pair of wings flapping from your shoulder blades, I don't see why you should be allowed to do this. Thankfully though, if you remember, we were gifted 2 units who are much more capable than the rest of us that dealt the final blow to one of the water walkers a turn or two later. Which is really nice of them, especially since it took them a while to recognize that the thing walking on water was priority number 1. And what I noticed from this point forward, after complaining about Paul and Katria not killing the thing that I needed killed, is that they might be too good at this killing thing. If you notice, Paula has a throwing lance. This is the first time we see something like this in the entire game. And Katria has a luck ring, which seemingly just maxes out your luck. Because before now, 13 was a big number for a stat. What do you mean her luck is 40? And the problem with that is because at this point, with the water walkers dead, Team Celica could just start farming XP off of these enemies. The money can fight back all it wants, but there would be no problems taking time to pick them off one by one. But only then did I realize that the sisters were no longer helping us, but are in fact burning the money. They are literally too good at killing the enemy. But I will admit that I misspoke by saying that they are terrible people and are burning the money. What is actually happening is that the enemy units who normally run away from battle to find a healing tile when they are low on HP have their tactics changed to target the ally units instead. Not to kill them, mind you, but for the sole purpose of keeping XP away from units that can gain XP. The money is burning itself. The enemy units would rather walk themselves into being beat half to death than let us kill them for XP. Then, once enemy phase is done, guess whose turn it is? That's right, the ally units get to fly in from wherever they feel like and kill the enemies before we have a chance to do anything about it. So yes, they did burn the money. It just wasn't entirely their fault, which is the most innovative way of annoying the player I think I have ever had the displeasure of experiencing. But now that that map is done, I do want to express how crazy it is that Team Celica's problem in their first map on this part of the game is that Paula and Katria are both category 5 level threats that are gifted to you with the caveat of they'll steal some XP. But when it comes to Team Alm, they drop a witch on you with a teleport skill you can't see, along with an armored boss, when the only magic on Team Alm comes from an electric sword used by a mercenary and a priest with no accuracy, and all they give them is a pat on the back and a "you got this, champ." I'm just saying, that's kinda crazy. And honestly, I'm a few maps away from being convinced that they never wanted Alm to be in the history books to begin with. Anyway, that's enough about Alm. He's not important right now. Or ever, apparently. But we still have our last map of the day on Team Celica's side to talk about. And there's just so much to say about what happens in this map, I'll barely be able to talk about it all. Here, I'll show you some of the riveting gameplay that we'll be discussing.
This should be like a one-hit death. Oh, both parties attack so slow. Volbo attacks slow, these zombies attack slow. I'm about to hear the whole song. Yeah, reach level 4, woohoo.
Now, as much as I know you're dying to see the rest of this map play out, I have already sat through it once, and you cannot make me do it again. So instead, there's one thing I need to talk about on this map, and that is the random 100 XP zombie. I do not know what was happening. I still do not quite fully understand how or why this happened, but there were like 3 zombies that gave the unit that killed it 90 or 100 XP. And for reference, 100 XP is the amount you need for a unit level up. It was like finding gold bricks in a Lego Star Wars set. And much like if that were to actually happen in real life, I will not question it, but thank you for the gold. It will compensate for the fact that we were robbed one map ago. Now every time we fight zombies who normally give like 9 XP or something, I'll be looking for gold bricks that probably aren't there. A lot of money talk today, I don't know why that is. Anyway, I've yapped long enough. I appreciate you stopping by, and hopefully I'll see you next time. And hopefully next time is much sooner. Alright, so bye.